What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. So for this video, we're actually going to be talking about the guard system and breaking down what all these numbers mean, like what does a 0 mean, how does it go with your clipper. For a lot of people, especially when you're starting off, that's one of the most kind of daunting things. It took me a while to like really get it down, and I was looking all over YouTube, all over Google, but you don't gotta do that anymore because I'm breaking it all down for you. So let's get to it. So to start off, we have the clipper, the wall chrome. You have a lever and it opens and closes. When it's closed, it's a 0. So a 0 is, it's pretty much bald. It's like as close to skin as it can get. So that's the lever closed. Lever open is a half, okay? So with the guard system, it goes from a 1/16 guard all the way up to an 8. So technically like a 1 to an 8. The 8, which is the highest guard, is an inch. So when you're looking at the guards, an 8 is an inch, and it moves down in 8s because it's 1 through 8 in your guards, and it moves down in 8s. You have your 8, which is an inch, and then you have your 7, which is 7/8 of an inch, and then you have your 6, which is 6/8 of an inch, and it just keeps going down. The only two like variations is when you get to the 1.5 guard, which is like the in-between of the 1 and the 2. So the 1.5 guard is actually 3/16 of an inch. 2 is a 2/8 of an inch, and then a 1 is a 1/8 of an inch, and a 0 is 1/16 of an inch. So the reason that there is a 0 and a 1.5 guard, but there isn't like any other half guard in between like the other guards, is because when you're doing your fade, that the blend from a 1 to a 2 or a 0 to a 1 is the most crucial when you want like that detail in it. That's why they have like a 0 and a 1.5 guard to fill in those in-between spots. I broke it down for you on this whiteboard. Check that out. So if you want to pause the video for like 2 seconds or however long to just look at this, it breaks it down like pretty clearly. Took a minute, so just look at it. Okay. So closed means you're pushing it closest to the blade. That's closed. Open means you're pushing it farthest away from the blade. So closed, open. Open is a half, closed is bald. So you throw the 1 guard on, that's a 1, right? That's a 1 when it's closed, and when you open it, it's a 1.5. Closed is 1, 1.5 when it's open. Okay, it's the same thing. That's why you have the 1.5 guard, because you can go from closed to 1.5 to the 2, right? When it's open, it's a 2. That's why that blend is so seamless, because it moves in halves. I'm just gonna keep saying it until it's like drilled in your head, okay? So like open, half, right? The 0 guard, we're throwing the 0 guard or the 1/16 guard on. Closed is a 1/16, open is a 1, okay? Because it's moving in halves. Then we will work our way down. So the 1 guard, 1, open, 1.5, and it just keeps going. So when I teach you how to cut hair, it's gonna be a dummy-proof process because you have everything that you need. When I'm like, we start off with a 1, so we make that first guideline, boom. Then we do the 2, make that guideline, boom, okay? And then you just work your way down. It's crazy when you first get to learn it, but hopefully like after going through this, it just makes sense. Okay, so to recap, the guards, all the guard system, the 8 is the biggest guard, is an inch. So it's 1 inch, 1 inch of hair. Hair cutting isn't as hard as it looks. Hair cutting, it does get hard when you're trying to perfect the blend and you want it to make it look perfect. That's where it gets hard. But with time, with practice, knowing the system, because you're gonna need to know the system if you're gonna fade, you can't mess up. You can never mess up. So that's the whole system. Again, my name is Jesse Ray, aka The Phoenix Barber. Make sure to show love to our Instagram and YouTube pages at The Phoenix Barber. Just spread the word, show the love. This is a free course. I'm giving you everything that you need to know, and I will see you in the next video.